Welcome to Jazz Time. JazzTime.com is an online store that buys, sells, trades authentic luxury watches. We make these videos so our customers can easily choose the best watch for themselves in the comfort of their own home. If you like this watch and would like to purchase it at the lowest price anywhere online, click on the link in the description below and buy it at JazzTime.com. Today, I'll be reviewing the Vacheron Constantin Self-Winding Overseas reference 4520V/210R-B967 in rose gold or pink gold with a green dial, time and date only. I'll tell you a little bit about the history of this watch, then I'll tell you about where it stands in the lineup of other similar overseas, then I'll tell you about the case, bezel, dial, bracelet movement, finally try it on and give you my thoughts. So let's start with the history. Now the Overseas is Vacheron's answer to the luxury sports watch. I would say the three most badass watchmakers are Patek Philippe, Audemars Piguet, and Vacheron Constantin. Not necessarily in that order, but those are widely considered the three best watchmakers. And I probably have to throw Richard Mille in there, and maybe even F.P. Journe and Rolex. But at any rate, those three that I just first mentioned, those are really top-notch watch sellers. And each of those watch brands has a luxury sports watch. Patek has the Nautilus, AP Audemars Piguet has the Royal Oak, and Vacheron has the Overseas. So with that said, this is their flagship, the one watch that they have that sells way above retail, in most cases, not all cases. And in each of those other cases for those other brands, their luxury sports watch also sells above retail, and really is the reason why those luxury sports watches are really driving the sales on their regular circular watches. Okay, so with that said, now you know a little background of where this watch is competing with. Now the Overseas, you might think it was also created in the 1970s by Gerald Genta, but it's not. It was actually created in the 90s, and Vacheron was very, very late to the game, but they still are in the game. So, and it was not designed by Gerald Genta. It was designed by, I forgot the other guy's name, but it doesn't really matter. Vacheron came out with it in the 90s, and so here we are. Okay, now that's just a little history. Now, where does it stand in the lineup? Well, this is the second generation. I'm going to call the modern generation. This is the second generation of this model. This is a reference 4520V. The previous generation was 4500V. The 4520V came out not that long ago. I want to say maybe two years ago, 2024 or so, and it replaces the 4500V, which is really similar. I'll go through the differences when I show you, but this is the most modern one up as of 2026. Okay, and of the self-winding, they make a lot of different Overseas. They have it with time and date only. They have a chrono. They have a dual time, a tourbillon, etc. List goes on. They have a lot of in different materials, etc., etc. But if you want it in rose gold, or if this one happens to be rose gold instead of steel, they also make steel, and that happens to be with a green dial. They also make one with a blue dial. Okay, now you know where it stands in the lineup. And by the way, I just want to also mention this. This watch has a retail price of $69,000. My favorite number is $69,000. Yes, and you can actually get it at a discount at JazzTime.com. I don't know how long that's going to be though, because all watches are kind of going up at the moment. And Vacheron is one of the few luxury sports watches that are, or the Overseas is, that is still under retails. But that could change. Right. So if you want to buy at the lowest price anywhere online, you know where to go, jazztime.com. Okay, let's start talking about the watch itself, starting with the case. And it's a 41 millimeter case. It's the same size as it was in the previous generation, 4500, but the newer version, 4520, is slightly thinner. I'm saying not much. The thickness of this watch is 10.7 millimeters. I think the older version was like 11, so it's like half a millimeter. It's not a whole lot, but it is thinner, and that's probably has to do with the movement, because that was redone, which I'll go through in a little bit. The diameter of those stays the same. It's going to have this integrated look, which it's going to have these really chunky lugs, and it's going to integrate into the rest of the watch. You can see at the top of the case is going to be in satin finish, and the side is going to have a beveled edge, and then it's going to have a quite good looking case, if you ask me. It's unmistakably a and Overseas. You don't really see this kind of casework on anything else, and the reason is because it's an integrated. The watch has an integrated bracelet, and that's what that gives it its look. Okay, now with that said, let's sort of look a little bit more carefully at the next thing, which is the bezel. The bezel is probably the coolest thing on here. It actually is supposed to look like their Maltese cross. You see, if you look at it, you see the emblem right in the center, right above Vacheron. That's their Maltese cross. The bezel actually kind of looks like the Maltese cross. It looks like one part of it, not all four parts of it, but like one part of it, and it's circular, but at the same time, it's not, right? So it's a really cool way for Vacheron to integrate this. It's a really nice design here to integrate the essence or the logo of Vacheron into the watch somehow and still make it integrated but not exactly circular. I don't know. There's a lot you could say about it. I just would say overall it's pretty darn cool. Okay, let's look here at the next thing, which is the bracelet. And the bracelet here is the part that has been redesigned. I told you the case was a little thinner. The bracelet is actually also thinner. And the part that is thinner, which I actually noticed this on the first one. I made a comment in my previous videos. But if you look at the buckle, it's now I think 20 millimeter. Before it was 22 millimeters across, which was just way too much. Honestly, it made the buckle look super fat. It didn't taper correctly, going from the edge of the end link to the buckle. It did not taper. It was just one fat chunk of bracelet, which honestly just looked disproportionate, and they fixed it. It used to be 22 millimeters. They shaved it down by 10% to 20 millimeters, and you might think that's not a big deal, but it is. It makes the watch just look that much nicer and more proportional. And if you notice that the way that they did the bracelet, you have again, the Maltese cross symbol is kind of integrated into the look of it, and you have a high or a satin finish top and a high polish in between links, and you have the beveled edge going down the flank of the bracelet and also in between the interlinks. And it's just wow, just a really nice looking bracelet overall, if you ask me. And also what you can do, by the way, I forgot to mention, is that you can actually remove the bracelet. This is one of the few watches. You can't do that on the Royal Oak. You can't do it on the Nautilus, but Vacheron figured out how to actually make it so that you can remove it. In fact, they include those other bracelets, like a leather bracelet and a rubber strap, so that you can change the look of the watch without having to use any tools and scratching your watch. So they figured out this ingenious system, which you just simply press the button, you can remove it. It's actually amazing. So it's almost like getting three watches in one, so you can vary up the look of it, you know. Okay, so with that said, that's the bracelet. Let's move here onto the dial here. All right, the dial is going to be your green dial. They do make this also in a blue dial. This is a really nice green dial. It's almost like a forest green, I guess you could say. It doesn't look, sometimes greens are just lame, like totally fluorescent looking. It doesn't look good, but this one really looks nice. It's a dark, beautiful green, almost can be like black under certain lights. It has a lot of luminescence that I think they did a great job, which makes it very legible. Especially the 12, 6, and 9 have a bigger index than the rest of them. And then you have the date conveniently put at the 3 o'clock, and you don't have some silly cyclops that, you know, totally disrupts the look of it. It's just really nicely placed at the 3 o'clock, and if you ask me, it looks nice. You have the logo here embossed in gold, and the words Vacheron Constantin Geneva written in white ink. So it really, that's a very clean dial, very beautiful dial. And yeah. Okay, let's move on here and look at the movement. That actually has not changed from the previous generation either. So the bracelet has changed, the thickness of the case has changed, and the next part, the movement has changed. This movement is really beautiful. No surprise here, because Vacheron is known for making beautiful movements. It's a reference 5100. It's self-winding. It has 172 parts, and yeah, it's 37 jewels. A lot of nice things to say. Oh, it has a power reserve of 60 hours. So really nice. What is different? Well, first of all, the reference, the caliber is totally redone. But physically, you can see on the previous generation, the rotor was actually cut out. Now the rotor is not cut out anymore. The rotor is actually a solid piece, but it has some of this sandblasting, I guess you could say this is, on the movement, so that the movement looks well, it adds contrast to it. And of course the movement is redone. So, and I believe that the reason it's thinner is because they redid the movement so that they could fit all this in a case size after a case of just 10.5 millimeters, which is actually pretty darn thin. It's not super thin, but it's thin enough. Okay, now I guess that's time for me to try it on and give my thoughts. Now I like the Overseas. In fact, of all the Vacherons, is my favorite one. I think Vacheron did a great job of displaying this watch the way they did, and on green or blue, probably green is a little bit more favored in my opinion. It's just a great watch, and the fact that you could have 3 different straps really makes the watch look like it can have 3 different characters, and you can wear it in a lot of different situations. So for that reason, I'm going to give it 2 thumbs up, and if you'd like to buy it at the lowest price anywhere online, click on the link in the description below to buy it at jazzdime.com.
If you want to find out more about the watch you just saw in the video, you can just click below on Show More to see the full description. Then you can check the link next to model as seen in video, click on it, and you will get to the proper page where you can see all the details. If you're watching on a mobile phone, you have to click on the arrow down on the right hand side below the video to see the full description. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you would like to share this video with your friends, you can use the share button below and share it on any platform you like. If you have questions, constructive feedback, want to tell us about some mistakes or misspeaks, just write a comment below. If you want to see more videos like this, you should subscribe to our channel and visit our channel page where you can find all the videos. And if you're interested in a specific watch brand, you can check out our playlists. If you want to check the price for a watch or want to buy one, remember at jazzdime.com you always get a steep discount, so you should check the prices with us. If you want to know the price for a specific watch, just go to Google, type in JazzTime, plus the brand, model, and the details you're interested in, and Google will find the right page for you. Thank you for watching.